Hey everyone! CES 2021 was this week, and it was so strange to not be in Vegas surrounded by giant TV walls and self-driving cars and robots of all shapes and sizes and all the consumer tech that one can handle. So to save you a little bit of time sifting through hours and hours of online presentations and Zoom meetings, which is way less fun than, say, being hands-on with and surrounded by this tech in person, but it's good to be safe. Instead, I thought I'd make a quick wrap-up video with some of the bigger and more unique announcements for you. So here's what stuck out to me from this year's CES in no particular order. So this year there was a lot of buzz around smart personal safety and disinfecting products, as I guess can be expected given that we're in a global pandemic. But what I didn't expect was to see this kind of product come from Razer. Razer's Project Hazel is a dystopian, future-looking RGB smart mask that is said to be the most intelligent mask ever created. It's essentially an N95 respirator with detachable ventilation capable of filtering at least 95% of airborne particles, and includes a charging case with UV light auto sterilization for in-between uses. It has a transparent design so that you can still see your face, low light mode to light up your face from the inside when it's dark, and even has a built-in mic and amplifier so you can be heard clearly when masked up, since the mask offers an airtight seal. No foggy glasses here. The RGB is customizable, offering 16.8 million colors and a bunch of different effects to suit your personality. Very strange, but also I kind of want one. Lots of laptop upgrades this year. More power with better efficiency, RTX 30 series laptops, etc. Alienware launched a bunch of new high-end gaming laptops with RTX 30 series GPUs, up to 4 terabytes of storage and faster memory speeds with up to 360 Hz displays in both the M15 and M17 R4 models. Very nice. And a new Alienware Aurora Ryzen Edition R10, so the newer edition of what I have with a Ryzen 5000 series CPU and 6000 series GPUs, #Alienware Hive. One of the more unique finds in this gaming laptop category was the Lenovo Levi Mini laptop released alongside NEC because it's essentially a tiny gaming PC meant to be used like a Nintendo Switch. Now, Alienware showed off their concept UFO device last year at CES, and I got to mess around with it a bit, and it was awesome. So it's interesting to see someone else take a stab at a similar idea. The Levi Mini is also just a prototype, showing off an 8-inch 1920 by 1200 touchscreen display, 11th gen Intel processor with Xe graphics, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and a 256 gigabyte NVMe SSD. The keyboard will spin back, allowing you to connect a controller on either side with the same layout as the Xbox gamepad. No current info whether this will ever move beyond concept phase, but the dream of handheld PC gaming lives on. In the world of odd robots, Samsung showed off a robot that can fold your laundry, then pour you a glass of wine, and I was instantly in love. Samsung's robot is called Bot Handy, and it uses a camera and AI to recognize items and do chores like laundry, dishes, set the table, pour, and bring you a drink. It's not clear how close Bot Handy is to actually being something you could purchase, and we have no price or release window, but Samsung says it's in development. Another robot I saw was Moflin, the AI pet emotional support robot. It's super fluffy and has emotional capabilities and the ability to learn, and Kickstarter for it went totally nuts, way over their funding goal, and currently sits at over $500,000 raised. It's being made by Vanguard Industries, who said that Moflin will evolve like a living animal, moving through emotional states from excited to calm to everything in between, with sounds and movements to respond to someone interacting with it. Kickstarter pledges for this one are going for around $400, with delivery approximately next summer. When it comes to phones, most manufacturers make their big announcements at MWC, but CES is where we see the newer, emerging, more experimental tech. This year, the talk of the smartphone town was rollable phones. Phones that start small, then seem to stretch outwards into a larger device via a rollable screen. LG teased one that had the display expand upwards into a tablet-esque screen, and we can assume it works like its rollable OLED TVs, just on a smaller scale. Then LG knocked everyone's socks off, saying their rollable phone would actually be coming to market this year. TCL also got into the rollable phone game this CES, showing off updates for 2 rollable devices. One that goes from a 6.7-inch phone to a 7.8-inch tablet with just the tap of a finger, and the other was a larger 17-inch tablet that rolled out from either end, kind of like a large scroll. Could the rollable phone model be the answer to what wasn't working for most people about foldable phones? I mean, they are definitely less bulky than foldable phones. It'll be interesting to watch for sure. Other notable announcements this year included monitors and TVs with HDMI 2.1 for those looking to get the full resolution and refresh rate out of next-gen consoles. AMD announced its Ryzen 5000 mobile processors. NVIDIA announced the new mid-range RTX 3060 and its own line of mobile processors, gaming laptop ready. And Intel announced the first 3 of the 11th Gen H processors for its next-gen gaming laptops. These announcements are all more evolutionary than revolutionary, but still good to know. CES to me is always where I get to see new tech still in idea phase, and it's like a peek into the future. This year was odd though, I think mostly because anyone can make a sizzle video of how they hope the product will function, which we then can all watch online. But being at CES and seeing it in person and trying it for yourself takes it one step closer from concept to reality. So were there any new announcements that you saw that caught your eye? Let me know in the comments. All right, take care everyone and stay safe.